Fans celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl win watched their fun turn into a day of sadness and mourning. A security guard told reporters it was a chaotic scene when shots were fired. It was another mass shooting in this country. One person was killed, more than 20 injured as the victory celebration and parade was wrapping up. And truly, the shooting spoiled the celebration. And joining me live in studio right now is former FBI Special Agent in Charge and the former Senior VP with the NBA, and while there, he was responsible for security for all of the league's operation. Bernie Tolbert, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
When you saw what took place yesterday, I'm sure you probably had to think about what you had to do when you had big events. Could that in any way have been prevented?
Yes, the only way it could have been prevented was not having the event. I mean, it's impossible to secure an event of that magnitude. And given the circumstances, it's an open event. It's on it would have been impossible to adequately secure, to ensure that nothing would ever happen.
Now, because you've been over big events like this, I just think about NBA All-Star Weekend. You think about NBA championship parades when that happens. After this event, does it call on law enforcement and maybe organizers to get together and consider whether or not it's worth doing or limiting it, or where you're going to have it?
I think those will be discussions that will definitely have to be had. It's unfortunate, but I think that they'll have to discuss, is it worth having it at all? If you do have it, that type of an event, I mean, it doesn't do any good to have a parade and tell the fans you have to be a block or two away. That defeats the purpose of it. So if you're going to have it of the magnitude that it's been for everything that's happened in the past, all the sports championship team, they're going to have to work on how maybe it'll be a limit of it. Maybe you do something like have it at the stadium where you've got procedures in place, you've got access points where you can screen people for weapons and those types of things. So maybe it'll be a different type of event, maybe not a parade, but something more along the lines of everyone come to the stadium, the team will be there, we'll celebrate.
Did you ever think we would come to this day? I mean, we know that sports is something that unifies people, it unifies communities. I mean, you think about when the Buffalo Bills, even though they lost the Super Bowls, the parade or the celebration that was held downtown in front of City Hall, I mean, there were thousands upon thousands of people.
Yeah, and that was prior to a lot of the shootings and things like that. So, but things have changed. You know, I think back, Claudine, to an event we had when I was the head of security for the NBA. People have come to call it the Malice at the Palace in Detroit, where players went into the stands. You had players fighting in the stands with fans. And we learned an awful lot of lessons during that time, things we never would have expected to happen. And that was inside of an arena, so it wasn't of the same magnitude as an outdoor parade with 1 million people. But we learned an awful lot. Just reviewing the video, all the pictures from the TV stations that people had, we learned one example I'll point out is we noticed two women who, because of their particular hairstyles, at the beginning of the game, they were in the upper section. By the time the fight broke out with about 40 seconds left in the game, they were down a few rows from courtside. So we changed some of our policies about people being able to move to different seats.
That's interesting.
But that just that event showed us how things can get out of control, and we learned an awful lot of lessons that are now in place at the NBA.
It's good to know that they're going to learn something from this event. Finally, as we wrap up, what's your best advice to people, the fans who are going to these events? What should they do?
Well, it's two things. We don't want to let the tail wag the dog in terms of our lives and what we're able to do. So I would say we should still try to enjoy these things. But I've always told people, if you see something that doesn't look right, tell somebody. Let the experts figure it out. If you see someone acting strange, you see someone dressed inappropriately, it's summertime, they've got a big heavy coat on, say something and let the experts look at it and figure out if some action is worth taking.
Exactly. Bernie Tolbert, thank you so much for coming on the 530 today. Always good insight from you when it comes to security and keeping all of us secure. Thank you.